Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson number 7 of geography. We are going to revise what we have studied in previous lecture. Here about human environment. What is human environment? When we talk about human environment, at that time we have to think about natural environment also. There is a two type of environment. One is natural environment and second one is human environment. The people, they modify the environment, natural environment, according to their requirement. Like people can clear the forest, the bushes, and they can use the tree wood for making their hatch, making their house, and they clear to use that land for cultivation. In this way, human environment is created by human beings. You can see around you, large buildings are there, roads are there, bridges are there. These all are constructed by the human being. And these are construction work by human being or the modification of the environment is known as a human environment. Then next one is settlement. Settlement, the area where people make their houses to stay, that areas are known as settlement. Rural settlement, urban settlement, two type of settlements are there. In rural area, most of the people, they do agriculture, they rear animal, and they do different type of occupation of dairy farming. And in urban area, mostly government offices remain there, or due to industrialization, many urban area creates. In this way, two type of habitats are there, rural habitat and urban habitat. Then the next one is about different type of land forms are there on the earth, and different type of climatic conditions are also there, and style of living of the people is different from one place to another place. In our own country, in India, the much diversity is there. People of our country, their wearing, their eating habits, and the surrounding they belong, that all are different from one place to another place. Like in northern mountain areas are there, and that area is too cold, and people of that area, they mostly wear the warm cloth, and the type of crops grown there is different because that area is very cold. And when we come down from that hilly area, northern plain is there, Deccan Plateau is there, coastal plain is there, and islands are there. In these all areas, different type of crops are grown. That is why the eating habits are also different. Different types of plants, different types of vegetations grows in different area. That is why the people of the world, they have different type of habit. In northern pole area, Eskimos live. Eskimos means only flesh eater. A very cold area, Greenland area is there. It is very cold. And when you move to equator, it is very hot and humid climate is there. In that area, very dense forests are found. These are the things which affects the settlement of the people. Then next is transportation. Students, you know very well about transportation. There is a water transport, land transport, air transport, and in land transport there is two types of transport: railways and roadways. Roadways are very important. They connect the people to their home also. We reaches to our home by road, but to reaching other transport places like to railway station, we use roadways. For reaching airport, we use roadways. Means the roadways are very, very important. And then railway is very important because it carries heavy load on it from one place to another place. And it carry many passengers at a time, 1,000 passengers from one place to another place. Every transport has their own importance. For carrying bulky load, heavy load like coal, like cement, like limestone, railway is used. Railway carry heavy load, they carry bulky load. And then comes air transport. Air transport is also, it is very costly. It is very expensive. Common people cannot use airways. Airways connects different part of the world within short period of time. And it is very important because at the time of flood, earthquake, it is very useful. It helps the people to do the rescue operation. And waterways are the cheapest means of transport because there is no maintenance expenses. People can use their boat, use their ship to go from one place to another place on water, and this also carry heavy load from one place to another place, and it is eco-friendly. It do not disturb the ecosystem. Like it brings petroleum in cargo from the Arabian country to our country, and also it carry lot of industrial product and granary to the another country. That is why water transport is also important. Then after transport, there is communication, means of communication. In present time, the communication with the people is very easy. Due to technical development, we can communicate very easily to the people who are living too far from us. From any part of the world, we can communicate by using cellular phone, by using network. We can give information to them and we can take information from them. In this way, communication is very easy. and there is a mass communication, there is a print communication, radio, TV, newspapers. They are mass communication, mass media. They are used to give information to large people. That is why they are known as mass communication. And next we will study the next lesson, lesson 8. Now we are going to discuss about the tropical region of the earth. Tropical region on our earth from equator to 10 degree north, 10 degree south. It is your equator 0 degree. These areas are known as tropical area. In this tropical area, which type of climatic condition is there, which type of people are living there, and about their vegetation, wildlife. As you know, this area is very close to the sun. It receives too much heat from the sun. It is the hottest zone of the earth, and in this area much humidity is there. Every day in this area rain occurs, and in this area the Amazon basin is given, which lies in South America. In South America, in Amazon basin, in this area heavy rain occurs. Every day rain occurs. That is why the river Amazon, it receives water all over the year. That river is perennial. The water remains all over the year in Amazon river, and we are going to study about Amazon basin. Due to heavy rain, every day, the climate is too sticky. The people of that area, they feel too sticky due to that humidity. And in this area, the height of trees are too high and they are too dense that the sun ray do not reaches to the earth's surface. They make canopy of the leaves that do not allow the sun ray to enter to the surface of the earth. And the different type of animals, birds are found in that area. And if you want to discuss of any other places, Congo Basin, Zaire is there in Africa. The same climatic condition, the same things are there. It is beside the river Congo. This is the condition of tropical region. It is the hottest region and it have lot of humidity, due to which rain occurs every day in that area. And the next one about which we are going to discuss it is subtropical region. Subtropical region, it is above the 10 degree and it is about river Ganga and Brahmaputra basin of our country. Subtropical, it means that area is above the tropical area, and river Ganga, river Brahmaputra, they flow. They are originated from the mountainous area. River Ganga is originated from the Gangotri glacier, and river Brahmaputra, it is originated from the Mansarovar. and the length of Brahmaputra river remain in China, most of the area in China. It enters in our country from Arunachal Pradesh, then it comes in the Assam. There they forms delta, Sundarban delta area. In subtropical area, the deciduous forests are found in northern plain area, and alluvial soil is there in which wheat, rice are grown, and the type of animal found in that area, one horned rhinoceros is found in Assam, and Sundarban forest is there. In tigers are found, crocodile, and many other species are there which are found in this area. And too much rain do not occurs in our subtropical area. And the mainly forest which belongs to in Ganga Brahmaputra basin area, they are deciduous forest. They shed their leaves once in a year in one particular season. But in tropical area, the tree do not shed their leaves in any one particular season. They remain green all over the world, all over the year. That is why they are known as evergreen forest. Evergreen forest. This is the condition of tropical region and subtropical